everyone, welcome back to Function Pilates. I'm Vanessa Kelly, founder of Function Pilates, located here in Tempe, Arizona, and today I'm back with another workout, and this time it's a mat workout, which has been a while since I've had one on the channel, but I'm super excited to showcase our branded new Function Pilates resistance bands. They're cloth-based, they don't bunch up on you, and they also are easy to clean if they get dirty. So they are located here in the studio and available on our channel. And if you don't have one of these and you are interested in something similar, you can check out the description link in our Amazon storefront account, and I have also made some recommendations there. But I am inspired just to do a little bit more of our own body weight using the resistance band, just to kind of check out from using an apparatus, or if you want to also add in some extra at-home workouts using your own body weight and inspired by Pilates mat, then we're gonna go ahead and get started with that. But if you're new, welcome. I have over 100 workouts here on the channel. You can check out the playlist. So there's Pilates mat, postural therapy, and all different sorts of apparatuses. So if you guys are interested in other recommended workouts, I definitely recommend checking out that description box, that link below. There's a ton of information there that will get you going with Function Pilates. So if you guys are ready to get started, let's go ahead and begin.
Let's go ahead and begin by placing our resistance band through our ankles, up above our knees, around our thighs, about hip distance apart. You can lie down on your back, knees are bent, feet are flat, and place those hands on right top of the hips. Let's begin to go into these nice little pelvic tilts where you're flattening your back against the floor and then going into a nice little arch. And doing that a few times, about 3 times, as you flatten your back and then begin to arch. And then on your last one, find this nice neutral space here. Let's place your hands on top of your ribs, fingertips are looking towards one another. Take an inhale through your nose and allow your ribs to expand laterally. It should almost feel like your rib cage is flowing into the palms of your hands, and as you exhale, cinch that air out and bring those fingertips together. It should naturally flow in that direction. Taking a few breaths on your own, and then setting your arms down beside you. Inhale to prepare here, and on the exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest, tilt your chin up towards the ceiling. Doing a little bit of these cervical nods here to find a nice good placement for our neck. Stretching out through the back of the neck and getting comfortable. Let's warm up those hips by pulsing and bringing the knees apart from one another. About 10 repetitions here as we understand where this facilitation is coming from the outside of our hips, creating some stability through our hips and pelvis. And then from this point, we're going to slowly pelvic curl up so you're articulating the spine. Hold at the top and then lower the spine down, really stretching out, elongating. And feel free to, if you need to adjust to your feet, if you feel like they're in the right position. Exhale to rock the pelvis back, scoop the belly in, peel your spine up very slowly at the top. Take an inhale there, and then exhale, just allow that spine to melt back down into the floor, releasing your hips entirely. Good. And just having this nice bit of tension on the band. We're not necessarily overly powering it where we're pulling the band apart. We'll get there. But just stretching, elongating through the spine for now, relaxing through the shoulders and keeping that chest open as you press the palms of your hands into the floor. Hold at the top. Open and close the legs here. Continue to separate those knees and have that equal bit of pressure. Lower back down, about 5 repetitions. Beautiful. Press those feet equally into the floor. Allow your heels and toes to stay connected. Come all the way to the top and open up 4 times. 3, 2, and 1. Hold, lower the spine back down. So now as we're building intensity and in resistance there, you're going to start to feel this heat develop through the back of the legs and through the outer part of the thighs. Healing yourself back up again. Press those palms down. We're going to open for 3, 2, and 1. Good. lower back down. Keep those knees tracking nicely with those ankles and knees tracking nicely with the hips. Inhale there, exhale, and you got it. We're gonna open out for 2 and 1. Beautiful. Lowering that spine down 1 vertebra at a time, just developing some internal heat through that midsection. Exhale, we come up and we have our last one as we open out wide. Good. Take those heels up, drop the heels down for a nice little calf raise, really pinching those glutes to squeeze and lift, elevating towards the ceiling. About 10 calf raises here as we mobilize through the ankles, stretching out through the intrinsic parts of the feet. Good, your toes are gonna feel it, hamstrings are gonna feel it, and then lower down after about 10 repetitions here, releasing the pelvis. Perfect. Let's take your arms into a cactus position. Let's take the legs into a tabletop, keeping pressure on the bands. We're gonna send the legs over to the left, keep your right shoulder blade down. Exhale, return through center. So inhale over to the side and creating this heat, this heaviness through the midsection, this heaviness of the legs, and allow that to carry your breath through center. Good. Exhaling through center. We're inhaling over to the side. Beautiful job. Keep the elbows nice and flat, chest is wide, sending the legs down one at a time. Interlace those hands to cradle the back of the head. Deep breath there, and curl your head and chest up and lower it down. So as we try to maintain about a 45-degree angle with the neck, we want to avoid looking upward. So again, we just have this nice controlled resistance with our band, nothing too crazy. Feet are flat. We're just doing a simple chest lift here as you scoop that belly down and in. Again, I'd rather you be overly imprinting, pressing that low back into the floor, opposed to creating an arch in your back. Hold it there and open out for 10, 9, 8. You got it. Stay with it. Stay curled up, eyesight down towards your pubic bone. Feet are still flat and connected. Lower back down. Good. Taking a breath here, an oblique twist. You're going to bring one leg to tabletop as you rotate through the spine. Good. We want to keep those elbows nice and wide, not pulling on through the neck. Rotating, one leg to tabletop, twisting towards that armpit to knee, not elbow to knee. Beautiful. Placing it gently down, exhale. Good. Allowing your chest to lift you up, not necessarily lifting with the neck. Perfect, about 5 on each side here. And then taking those arms straight up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath, widen your stance with your feet to create some resistance and taking it into hundreds. Good, so you're pumping those arms up and down here. Eyesight's again towards that pubic bone. If you need to keep your head down on the floor, feel free to. But if you're ready, we can go ahead and take it into a tabletop position. Keep pumping those arms, separating those legs. You have it. Inhaling for 5 counts, exhaling for 5 counts. Maybe you want to take it into 45 degrees, point out through those toes, and really energize everything out through the toes there. Squeezing through those thighs. Good job. Keep breathing. And then slowly bend, lower it down, and relax everything. We're going to go ahead and switch the band towards our ankles to again have a little bit of resistance here. Arms are down beside us, head is down. Take a breath here. From this position, we're going to guide our legs up to tabletop here. So you can feel the intensity, and we're going to go ahead and lower and lift through the legs, keeping the head down, holding a neutral position. I like to widen my arms here a little bit just to maintain a little bit more control and stability. It helps to avoid the shoulders creeping up towards those ears. But remember, it's easy to lower down. The hard part is lifting up. So if you feel like you're arching your back, you know you've gone to your stopping point. Good. Lower and lift. We're doing about 10 repetitions here, and at this point you should feel again that resistance through the ankles. Let's go ahead and pulse it. So left leg is up, right leg is down, and pulse downward with the right ankle. Yes. pulse downward, like you're towards the floor, this heaviness. The left leg is quiet, and then we switch, right leg is quiet in tabletop. The left leg pulls downward, and you're gonna feel this work through the back of that hamstring. Again, developing a little bit more heat. Beautiful. Coming through center, we're gonna coordinate it. So you're coming through center and you're just switching and alternating, pausing through the center and then switching and coordinating. You got it. So one leg lifts up, come to center. The opposite leg lifts up, come through center. Lower back down. Perfect. Go ahead, hug those knees into the chest. We're gonna go ahead and remove that and take it around the left arch of your foot, holding on with your left hand. You can keep your right leg in this softened bent position, or you can extend it out long for single leg circles. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and take that leg over the midline, sweep it around. So the range of motion is smaller, but we do wanna create more of a stretch through the back side of the leg. And also the challenge here is to create equal balance through those hips. So if you feel like you are actually promoting more mobility through the hips, we want to make the circle smaller. Reverse when you're ready. About 5 each way. Try to let the leg guide the circle, not necessarily your arm. Good. And then we're going to carefully switch to the other side here. Again, find a placement that feels good for your body. And then when you're ready, we're going to take that right leg over the midline and sweep down and around. Good. Left hip is going to stay grounded. Maybe using your inner thigh to press towards that midline and sweep it out and around. Beautiful. Switch when you're ready. And soften through those shoulders. Soften the jaw here. Put that work into the midsection. Stabilize through that left leg. Stay grounded. And then coming back down. Nice. So from here, we're going to go ahead and take it to our ankles once more and go into a nice sideline series. So find that resistance where your ankles are apart. Lie on your side where your ear is resting on your bicep. From here, hips are stacked. You're going to go ahead and just lift up with that top leg. Lifting up and away. Try not to lose tension so you know where that stops, and we're going about 10 repetitions here, all of which is going to help strengthen through those outside of your hips. And then we're going to go ahead and tap, so internally rotate the toes to the floor and come back through center or neutral. Beautiful. Tap in front, come back through center. Tap in front and through center. So we're never going behind our bottom leg. We're only going in front of the bottom leg. Beautiful job. Keep your shoulders and neck relaxed. And then from here, just make small circles, like golf ball circles. Even though as like uncoordinated this might feel, you're still doing the work. You're still feeling that heat develop. And about 10 one way, reverse when you're ready. Good. Keep reaching out of your hip socket to promote that nice neutral spine. Beautiful job. So transitioning to another variation here, taking that band, place it around your knees. We're going to go into our clams. So heels together, toes apart, knees are directly in front of your hips, and then begin to lift that top leg up away from the bottom. The range might be quite small, and that's okay. You're still going to feel it, but relax your head, relax your neck, shoulders down, abs are in. Put the attention right there on that outer hip. Bring that leg up to tabletop, straighten and bend. Keep the foot flexed like you're pushing out through your heel as if you were pushing a heavy box away. And then that will enable you to get a little deeper into the backside of your glute and hamstring. Yes. Nice strong hips will help with reducing back pain and developing a nice strong core. Beautiful. Hold it there for a moment, deep breath, shoulders down, and rest it. Good job. So let's come to a seated position. We're going to give our legs a little bit of a break here, and we're going to take the band out, place it around above our elbows, and you can have a seated position in whatever is comfortable for you at this point. I'm going to sit with my legs apart, flex, arms are out in front of me, and just begin to open and close. Again, this is about control. This is Pilates, so we want the controlness here. You want to keep maintaining some of that resistance as you separate. My palms are looking at one another, and then bend at the elbow and going into these 90-degree angles at the elbow as you lift and lower. It's a hinge from your shoulder joint. Beautiful. It's like you're maintaining a bicep curl, but you're hinging from the shoulder. And about 10 repetitions on each of these. Turn the palms to look at you and then open and close. 10 pulses. Nice and tall. So if you're slouching, lift up a little bit more, draw those abs in, ribs are closed, and then open the arms. We're going to go ahead and adjust it down to right where the wrists are at. And again, make this comfortable for you. Palms are looking at one another. We're going to lift to shoulder level, bicep curl, release, lower down, up, bicep curl, release, lower down. I want you to think of this as being mechanical and not very fluid. So it's a step-by-step process. Perfect. Good. Shoulders drop. Think of your shoulder blades gliding down those back pockets as you're going through this. And if you feel like you're crunching your shoulders up, maybe don't lift the arms up as high. You got it. And we're doing about 10 repetitions here, and hold at the top to pulse outward. You got it. Perfect. Pulse, pulse. You're going to feel this in the back of your shoulders. Beautiful. And we go back to our sideline series. So taking that band, we're going to start with it around our ankles. Good. And again, feel free to pause if you need to take more breaks during this. And we're going to go ahead and lie our ear on our bicep. Find that stability as you stack through your hips and begin to slowly lift the top leg up away from the floor towards the ceiling. Beautiful. Exhale it up, inhale it down. Abs are drawn in, and then start internally rotate, tap in front of that bottom foot, come through center. Tap in front, and this is where you're going to maybe feel a little imbalanced. So again, do what feels better for you. Good. If you need to have your hand in front for stability, absolutely. It's a great way to track your progression. Hold it there, making those golf ball circles. So point and energize out through your toes. Just feel this like elongation coming out through your hip socket. 10 circles forward. And then we're going to go 10 circles back. Keep breathing. Hold, and then come back in. Let's adjust bands above our knees, right through our thighs, knees in front of our hips. We're at this 90-degree angle at our hips and our knee, heels are together. Deep breath, exhale, we open. So again, really feeling this heat develop. It's kind of hard not to at this point. Beautiful. And maybe you feel a difference on this side. Maybe you're going to have more range of motion. Maybe you have less range of motion. But the point is that the hips are maintaining a stacked position. Bring that top leg up, straighten and bend. Again, you're pressing through the heel like you're pushing this heavy box away. It's digging from the heel first. Good. Like you're trying to make connection with the wall. Beautiful. Bend and bring it in. Straighten. You got it. Hold on your last one for a breath and then slowly let it rest. Good. So we're going to adjust here. Band to our ankles once again, coming to your knees. And again, you can come to your forearms because we're going to go into a plank series here. But if you feel okay, you can join me and you're going to go ahead and lift to a plank position. Hold your abs up and high, push your palms against the floor and begin to lift through that left leg. Flex and point. Flex and point. Now challenge yourself. What is your body doing? Is it shifting to one side? Are your hips shifting or tilting? Paying attention. About 10 repetitions here. Abs are still drawn up and in. Beautiful. 10 to the other side when you're ready. If you needed to take a break, feel free and then join back in. Good. Again, important to push the floor away so you're not collapsing and creating this valley through your shoulder blades. It's less about the arms, more about the back side of our body working. Good. And hold. Deep breath. Here we go. We're going to walk it back. Come to a nice standing position. Articulate and restack your spine up, shoulder roll it. Down we go. We roll it out. We walk it out into a plank position. Good. Hold. Deep breath. And again, we're going to walk it back. We're only doing about 3 to 4 of these, so bear with me. Again, if you prefer to hold a plank position here, you totally can. And modify down to your forearms if that feels better for you. Scoop that belly, restack it up. And lower it out, walk it away. Good. Hold for plank. Take it back up. Nice. And let's take it for one more time. We're walking it out. We're holding. Bring that right knee in towards the chest. We were almost done. Good. Keep breathing. Watch those hips once more. Try to keep that band around your ankles, driving it in 5 on each side. Good. Exhale. I'd rather have hips up a little higher and then take that child's pose once you're ready. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and take it to our wrists once more, and we're going to go into a little bit of back extension here. So find yourself on your stomach, and I'd like to have legs further apart. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and inhale to lift the arms and the chest and the legs off the ground. Exhale to lower it. So you're going to feel this resistance in your shoulders and through your mid-back as well. Inhale as we lift up, exhale lowers us down. This is preparing us for swimming. So if you like this method, you can stay with it. Otherwise, you can join me for swimming as we move the arms and the legs here. Good. Keep breathing at your own nice, comfortable pace and just feel opposition. Energy's reaching out through your toes. Energy's reaching out through your fingers. You got it. And lower it down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and sit ourselves up. And we're going to take it into a nice little cat stretch here. So on all fours, if that feels okay, go ahead and round out through your spine, dropping your chin, scooping your belly. Come all the way up into extension, lift the chest. Beautiful. Just taking as many as you feel like you need before we do a shoulder stretch to end this. Perfect. Nice and slow. Come to neutral. Send that left arm out to the side. Sweep it underneath as we thread. And just breathe. Enjoy this moment to cool down. Come back through center. Let's lift up that right arm. Let's sweep it through. Rest your ear down. You can always add a pillow or some sort of prop if you can't get your ear down to the floor. And then go ahead and take your feet together, knees apart, and finish it with a child's pose here as you stretch out through your low back. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment. Let me know if you like more of these. I'd love to see you subscribe, and hopefully we will see you back again.